Right, it's recording.
Is it?
But I want to read, so.
Well, you read.
Hello, my movie geeks. Hello, my movie geek. I'm trying. I'm going to try. I'll start again. You've ruined it already. Hello, my movie geeks, and welcome to another episode of the MAaD Movie Pod, Man About Dog Movie Podcast. We are the official podcast of World Geekly News. I'm the Ultimate Movie Geek, and I'm joined by Craig Stick at a Dump Lambert.
Again.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Getting old, as you probably know already.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I've got to thank British Rail for last week for deciding to just say when I got to Preston, there's no trains, there's no buses, you just have to stay there. Come back tomorrow.
Oh no!
I said thank you, I'm coming, and I've just arrived from Nottingham, which it took me 3 trains to get here already.
No.
Now you tell me, tough.
I was like me the other morning. I got up for my 20 to 6 train, and the train was there, but because there was no conductor, they weren't allowed on. So I had to find other means to get to work.
Well, there was coaches there to carry on, but they still wouldn't let the coaches go either. So the trains weren't allowed to go, the coaches weren't allowed to go. I eventually had to get a taxi. After trying to hire a car, I got a taxi from Preston. Then, because
From where? To where?
From Preston to home.
No.
Yeah. And then because I had a colleague with me who works in Whitehaven, I then drove her to Whitehaven and back again. So I left at 10 in the morning.
Oh no.
And I got in at 11:15 at night.
Jesus Christ.
That's nothing to do with movies though.
No, it isn't, but that's our lives, my
That's
friend.
why I'm still feeling old.
So, yeah, I should have asked how you were.
Yeah, I know. Moan, bitch, moan.
We're planning our Halloween countdown this year.
I'm scared to ask.
Well, last year we did 31 films in 31 days.
Right.
But I got a little bit cocky and started doing some sort of like little tie-in, little short vignettes, would you say? They're only short.
I wouldn't use the word vignette ever. You're just far too educated for me.
It's probably even wrong. Don't worry about it. I try and use words, but I don't know them. Just some little nods to the films, like say Evil Dead. I did where the Evil Dead, the camera comes through the house, knocks through the doors, and then he's on the other side.
It was the first ever Steadicam, wasn't it? They created it for that.
They had a block of wood, right, and they tied the camera to the centre, and they did
you
that.
Watched it as well. I watched it.
Yeah, I did that.
Well, yeah.
I did. So what I did, I copied them for this, and then when we did the review, at the end there's like a little it was through my mum and dad's house from the front door. It went. I used the sound effects from the film as well. So I did like little things like that, and then at the end, because I felt like a proper filmmaker after that, I made a short film. It's on my YouTube channel. It's called an homage. It's not very good, but I just copy a lot of scary films that we watched, and so
I'm not a scary.
No, neither am I.
But it's come out as well. Is it the next what we know about it 2?
Oh yeah.
Today, so.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked at it because it scares me. Just
I haven't looked at it. I haven't seen it. What is it? Is it a trailer or?
No, just is what we know about it 2 so far.
Right.
It's probably someone just read the back of the book.
I know, like James McAvoy's in it, and Jessica Chastain, Bill Hader. They're all because I think there was a lot of
all the cheap talent then.
Well, no, but it was a lot of the fans wanted like Jessica Chastain in particular to take on the role of Beverly, and it just happened. I don't know how it's going to turn out, because I had seen the film, I enjoyed it, but then afterwards I was like, no, you know what? There's a lot of stuff that is wrong with the first part, and it's like,
well, I mean, that's because you've watched the first one. When you watch the first one, you think they should copy it. It's like when they redid Psycho, but in colour. When they cobbled it down to the finest detail. Yeah, that was, and it just made it bland.
That was a shot for shot remake in colour.
Yeah.
Right. Although they did, one thing that annoys me about that film is the fact that they show Vince Vaughn masturbating when he's looking through the hole. Anthony Perkins didn't need to do that.
But again, it was 1950s.
I know, but you still don't need it.
60s.
Yeah, 1960.
Yeah.
But, for it, it's the whole... You've got all this... in the book, you've got all the the magic of childhood is what defeats it in
That's
the
if you see
basics.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It's
the asthma. They say it's an acid.
Yeah, no, but it's what they believe in. It's the magic of childhood, and but in the new one, it's just the kids literally beating the shit out of.
Because in the first one, it's why none of them are normal. They all do so much better because the mind powers, not mind, you know what I mean, mind powers, but their focus and everything else, they can perceive through the fog.
Yeah. Well, that's it, innit? And you look back at the 1990s one with Tim Curry, and there's a lot of it that is cheesy, quite camp, and just very, very low budget, you can tell.
That is Tim Curry all over.
But it just, it is. But they seem to have more effort with the story.
Yeah, well, they had
with
to
source
really,
material.
because they had to use more of the source material because they didn't have the special effect budget. Really. All the special effects know how to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see some of the plasticine stuff when like Pennywise has come up through the ground, it looks as if it should be done by which come from Jason the Argonauts.
Harryhausen.
Yeah,
that's what we mentioned twice now.
I know. It was on. It was on.
Was it? Was it?
The weekend. I sat and watched it.
Brilliant. No, but I enjoyed it when I was watching it, but I haven't gone back to it because I just can't be bothered with it.
So it's a bit like Solo.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back to that, but I enjoyed it more than you, didn't I, with Solo?
Yeah, I was so disappointed. But I mean, there's that, and there's Last Jedi as well. I mean, I was disappointed in that as well. But
I don't mind it, and I don't really. I suppose I'm not as invested in Star Wars as many people.
Is that because you're a Trekkie?
Well, no, it's not even that. It's just I came into it late, obviously, because I'm only 33.
Thanks.
And I just, it was on every Christmas, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So,
but I mean, it's like I'll never forget the Twin Sons.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's apart from the Woodcock coming home and the Twin Sons. I mean, Star Trek was something my dad watched.
Yeah.
That I watched with my dad, and then he fell away from it out into Next Generation.
I'm not against Star Wars at all. I do enjoy it. And we've gone there midnight showings, haven't we? So.
And I'm sure we're going for the threequel.
Yeah, I'm definitely there.
I will make sure I'm not driving all day because my hip will be bloody killing me by the time that comes on.
I can understand where people are coming from, like about Luke Skywalker and how he acted in Last Jedi, but I just think it's a film.
Because I thought he was channeling a Yoda. Yeah. I thought he was trying to just be. A bit whimsical like Yoda was. And I mean, if you think about it, that was his main teacher. It wasn't really Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan wasn't taught by Yoda either.
You don't really see him getting taught.
No.
He just comes back in Return of the Jedi being a Jedi, but he hasn't actually returned to Yoda since Empire Strikes Back.
Because he went very dark and...
Yeah.
And I think he's just, a bit whimsical. Like.
Well, one of the original endings was he was supposed to put on Vader's helmet and say that he's he's ruling the galaxy now.
Well, I mean, there's always that. There's always that, isn't there? I mean, it depends who's going to sell the most toys.
But well, let's say it's just a toy advert.
I mean, because I was looking at the Batman stuff and it's like Joel Schumacher. What did he get brought on for? Not to make decent movies, just to make toys.
Sell toys, yeah. And that's it. That's all the companies want, isn't it? They want money.
It's like the new Nike advert. They're not doing it as a social awareness. They're doing it because it will sell bloody Nike trainers.
For Star Wars, I think one of the reasons why I don't mind Last Jedi is because, again, we saw it after watching Force Awakens, and it just continues the story. I know... I don't know.
To me, it was too much like Star Trek.
Do you think?
Because it was a C movie.
Right. Yeah.
It was a C movie. Star Trek's always a C movie. Star Wars is always a Western.
Yeah.
And that's what you've got to look at it. Because it's always this ship. I mean, that's what Discovery is. It's like when they were discovering America, discovering the planets. That's what that is. That is a ship going out into the ocean like Columbus or whatever it is to discover the new worlds.
Yeah.
And that's what Star Trek is. It's a C movie. Whereas Star Wars is the good guy comes into town and fights the bad guy.
Yeah.
And instead of lasers
But then,
or pistols, it's
all right.
it's swords.
So you're saying that because they've sort of muddied the
It's
water
just,
with
it's
who's the good guys, who's the bad guys, and all
I
that
don't
sort of
mind that. I
stuff.
don't mind the muddy the waters. It's just the fact is that the fact that it's on a ship. I'm just thinking Star Trek the whole way through the movie.
Yeah. But
I know it's just.
But
Weird. I'm just weird.
I suppose they were trying to channel Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Because most of Han Solo was on. His scenes were on the ship, weren't they? They were on the run. So it is. It's just again I
just feel with Star Wars with Disney that it's like it's the selling of the toys, which means if you've got a different world, you can have a different load of toys for that world.
Well, that's it.
Which is like Disney as well when we're doing the top of the Marvel stuff.
Who's in charge of Disney at the moment? Is it Bob Iger? Is that him?
I don't know. Is it Walt?
Probably.
He's
probably still there. Yeah, he's probably hooked up to. He probably looks like Darth Vader. He's still alive.
He's the one from the Winter Soldier. I've downloaded my body.
Yeah. Oh God, that's scary. He's come out and said that they're going to slow down with Star Wars. So.
Well, they needed to.
They do because I'm not getting sick of it, but they're rushing to get films out and they're not choosing the right films to show. And we said, you wanted to see Solo.
I wanted to see Solo because I was hoping, because Rogue One was so good. But it's like, it's like you always hope that, I mean, to me it's like Star Trek, the second and third Star Trek movies. I've said this with you. You hated it for certain reasons. Well, you hated Star Trek 2 because they ruined Khan.
No, Into Darkness. I like Star Trek 2.
Star Trek. Into Darkness. I mean, I call Star Trek 2 the new ones, right?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, Wrath of Khan, yeah, superb. But I'm talking about the new Khan that was a waste of the source material.
Yeah, well, they rushed again. They rushed to get the character in, but you don't have the relationship between Kirk and Khan to do that. Yeah. So you
need to build it before you
need to build it before you can break it down.
It's like. It's what we've been discussing earlier off air, and we've been discussing about Joker. They just seem to want to bring the big gun in.
We'll get to him. I'm saving him to the end because I think we're going to differ on opinions.
It's just the fact is they seem to want to just. It's like Jurassic World. Oh, we've got a bigger badder. What you call it, a dinosaur, and then this one's even bigger, badder, and then this one's more intelligent. And
don't you think? I'm just gonna Jurassic World.
But they said it in the first Jurassic World. You get bored. They get bored. It's only to get the spike for the new dinosaur. They said that themselves. Which is why the genetic.
I suppose the film's mimicking life, isn't it? But they're gonna do the third one because they made money.
Of course, they're 1.3 billion.
So what are they gonna do? Yeah. Are they gonna? Because unless the dinosaurs learn mitosis and split, they're not gonna really get very far, are they? Because there was.
Well, Blue's gonna come back and make a gun, isn't she? I mean, she'll have a catchphrase about.
Yeah. But back
what's your dinosaur catchphrase? Yeah. I'd love to think of that. That's for the next podcast.
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know.
I'm gonna have you for tea breakfast.
But they're still pushing forward with the Star Wars live action TV show, aren't they? With from Jon Favreau. So
John's decent.
Yeah, but everything's going to be through the Disney streaming service.
Yeah,
we're going to have
another one. Unless your Magic DVD player.
My Magic DVD. Well, I think because everything's going to be United States based, isn't it? They're not going to, because the DC one isn't coming over to us.
Are you not getting an ISDN line?
Oh, what?
You can get an American ISDN line and just.
Why? Oh,
so you can watch it.
What?
It's like you can do that for Netflix as well. You get American Netflix as well.
For free.
It costs you a couple of dollars a month.
I don't want to pay nothing. I'll just use my DVD player.
Fair enough. Sorry, I don't even do it. I mean, it's you know me, tighter than a crab's bottom.
Stereotypical of you.
Yeah, well, just call me SpongeBob's best mate.
Jesus. Right. Yeah. So, but Star Wars, I'm glad they're slowing down. I think rushing to get films out just to make money.
I mean,
But then again, I suppose everything that goes with it, because they release so much like Lego stuff and different things.
But it's like, it was the 50. It took 15 years, was it, between the last of the end of, and
2003, I think.
And 2015,
Revenge of the Sith, wasn't it?
So we're talking about 12 years, 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
You're basically talking almost a generation
to
try and forget those 3 movies, to get the hype back up amongst all the Star Wars. And the fact is, if they'd done 3 and not put like the Rogue One and all that in, I think they could have got away with it. I think they could have got away with it.
You think just stick with trilogy?
No. If they'd done the trilogy, right. Fine. Even Rogue One is a one-off, but Solo. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Ron Howard. Is he an action guy? I mean, I watched Rush and that bored me as well.
Did it? I haven't seen it. I want to see it.
I loved it because I love Grand Prix and Formula 1, if you want to call it that. That was for American viewers. And it was just the fact is that it was bland.
Yeah.
It was bland, and he seems not to have the ability to catch you.
Yeah.
You know, and grab you.
I do think he's quite
good director, but I'm not saying that he's not. But it's just,
I think some of the stuff that he comes out with is quite. I don't want to say dull, but I think it's more
cerebral.
I think.
I loved 8 Days a Week. I loved that one about the Beatles, but that was fabulous.
Yeah.
There's no action in it.
No. Yeah, I suppose he's had his Da Vinci Code trilogy, hasn't he?
Which I hated.
Which the last. Did you see the last one?
I haven't. I was forced to watch the first one, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't even like the book. I forced myself to read the book.
Right.
But it's worst bottom book I've ever read in my life. And I would not even go to the antimatter under the bloody Vatican for the second one. And Inferno, is it the third one?
It was.
It's like I've heard it's just run away.
It's basically that is what the book is, because I read the book on holiday because I was in a bookshop on the airport and I was like, oh, that's going to be a film. I'm going to get that because I only read books that are films. It turns out.
Have you read American Gods?
No.
You need to read that.
All right. I do want to read that.
You need to read American Gods. End by Neil Gaiman. Just read it.
They changed the ending for the book for the third.
Yeah.
But, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's Ron Howard bashing.
Yeah. Sorry, Fonz will come out.
But no, yeah.
Oh, do you ever watch the OAP one with the Fonz and William Shatner?
No, I saw it advertised the other day, and I'm like, I need to watch that.
It is hilarious. There's 2 seasons, the second series, and I got the message, watch this. I said, do you love the Marigold Hotel? I said, this is the American version of it, with bells on it.
I'll have to watch that. I don't know.
Have to Monday nights. But you can stream it because it's ITV4.
It'll be on the DVD player, won't it? I'm sure. This episode is going to be basically just us talking news, and we don't really have much news to go through.
But the fact is, we were planning last week on going to see
Clock with a Wall on the House or something.
But it's another set of 7 books. The House with the Clock on its walls.
I've heard, and now being like kind of reviewers, aren't we?
We're very biased reviewers.
We're very I don't really listen to reviewers much, but a lot of reviewers have said that it's either been quite boring or not very good film. So
that makes me want to watch it more.
Yeah, I know, because I want to my opinion.
Opinion.
That's what we do, isn't it? We just go by what we want. Yeah, because you're usually wrong. But yeah, we haven't got much news, so you just have to bear with us. At least it's better than me talking to my phone, going.
Your acting career, you're going to have to learn to project to the voice, project to the gods.
I could probably project. I could, yeah. The Eternals will be coming to the big screen.
Yeah.
Director Chloe Zhao.
Go for it.
Zhao.
But I mean, it's because it seems to be
signed on to direct.
Because they're just basically moving further and further away from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they just keep on building, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, it's
double down, triple down.
Yeah, but I think, because I've read something that they're going to still use James Gunn's script for Guardians 3.
I think they might try and move away from that a little bit. I mean, I think it's, with all the things that are going on, I mean, do they want to have, as you say, another bit? I mean, Eternals could be it's set in the same sort of universe sort of thing, because Thor's touched.
Well, I just see everything is coming to an end now. Avengers 4 is gonna put a full stop. We've got Captain Marvel coming before, and we'll talk about that trailer in a bit. And I just think that's just going to be the linchpin. But everything that's come before Avengers 4 is going to finish. You might have the odd. I think Hulk will carry over.
Yeah.
Thor possibly will carry over. But I think everything else is going to finish.
Yeah. I mean, it's like what you've got to think about is, as you've said before, who's coming to the end of the contract.
But I suppose they can, throw money on, and keep them on. But it's whatever they want to do. If they think that they can, they started with second tier characters.
Yeah,
they're not afraid to go and get something else and start something new. They faltered with Inhumans.
Yeah, which was...
But that wasn't the main Marvel...
But that was the main TV.
Yeah, that was the TV. That was...
and the reason was because they were trying to get more mutants than mutants sort of thing. And I think they were just doing... they just did it for the...
They just tried it, But yeah, I suppose they did it, though. They took a chance and failed. You've got to think, though, when you're watching a Marvel film, there's a lot of people on the moon.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I think is. I think when I'm looking at Marvel at the moment, and we've said this about DC, they see Netflix as a real big threat.
Yeah,
I think they're looking at. I mean, I was thinking today. I was thinking, thank God for Netflix. I was sat doing my ironing today. I flicked through Netflix. I found Major League from 1985, and I sat and watched it and loved every single minute of it. And I knew I was quoting it to myself as I was going through it. Yeah, even though I knew it, and it's just,
Well, that's it, isn't it? They're going to move away. They're going to take everything from Netflix in the end and go on to the Disney streaming or whatever it's called.
Well, they've already got it for $4.99 on the Prime and the Fire, but that's more than just the cartoons. That's just the cartoon films and all those ones.
It's nuts, isn't it? Everything's going to be.
I mean, Sky started, didn't it? I mean, I still think it's. Yeah. I mean, it's like you used to go to the pub to watch your football. Now you don't. I mean, you had to go to a game. Now it's in the pub. Now it's at home. It's almost like Wall-E. They're just trying to get you to sit in your chair and never move again. You've got delivery pizzas. You never have to. Yeah, I mean, you've got
freaking hell.
Just Eat.
McDonald's delivers. I found out the other day. Not personally. I just saw it being delivered.
I mean, there was always someone around here that did that anyway. Sunday morning, you could get your McDonald's breakfast sent to you if you were drunk.
No.
Yeah, hungover. Person used to made money out of it because they did a delivery service on
genius.
breakfast. Yeah.
What a genius.
£5 for a breakfast. Just for the sausage and egg McMuffin.
You know what? I was on the train this morning, right? I had my eyes shut. I was listening to a podcast, I think, or music. I can't remember. I had my eyes shut. The train hadn't gone anywhere. Someone sat down in the seat opposite, and I sat listening. I was like, "What's that?" And he had a McDonald's breakfast. And I was like, I didn't even know it was open that early.
24 hour.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where? What, in town?
No, sure, the drive-through.
Jesus Christ. It's a different world.
I know, but it's a different world we live in nowadays. I mean, when you can buy Greg's sausage rolls and pies in Iceland nowadays.
Can you?
Yeah. You go to Iceland, you can actually buy all the Greg's pasties in there. So you don't have to go to the... Get it now.
Welcome to the Pasty Podcast.
Yeah.
Let's get on that, shall we?
Top five pie shops from around Barrow.
You know what, right? We live in a town. It's the cul-de-sac of England.
The armpit of
the armpit. Yeah. One road in...
Where the lakes meet the sea.
It's all this shit. It's rubbish, isn't it? I'm bad-mouthing it, but yeah.
The industrial centre of Cumbria.
Yeah. It's, I don't know what... Oh, that was it, yeah. I was going to say, there's a pie shop that everyone loves. I hate it.
Well, if you don't like greens...
You knew.
Sure. I do like greens. I like Delish. I like Delish. Bath Street. I do love my Bath Street.
Well, my missus like Bath Street.
Yeah,
We used to get lunch there.
Oh, Brighton Street has gone right up. Honestly, I'm not being from. We had this conversation with some people in Blackpool. If you ever want to know the best chip shop, Chinese and pie shop, talk to a Scotsman. We'll know wherever they are. Personally, fish and chips, Ainsley Street, right? If you go for York Street, you can bugger off. Or that one down there.
What about my end? On the corner.
No.
The old smithy.
No, Ainsley Street. It's all day. Pie shop. If you just want a neat potato pie, I would probably actually go for. Actually, why are we doing this? Chinese. Lee's for the salt and pepper chips. The Young Nine for the salt and pepper chips. If you say to her, make it hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, we are here to talk about movies. I've had my tea. You can tell that Craig hasn't. He is there. He's ready for cooking, but it's not done yet.
I have prepped. I have prepped and prepped.
Talking about TV, Marvel TV, Daredevil season 3. Have you seen the poster?
Yeah, I've seen the poster on the time. It's like October, isn't it?
Yeah,
the 20th,
they're just going to shove it out, and it's good.
I didn't see who the baddie was. It was like I was trying to work out. I don't suppose it's a rollover from Defenders, is it? Because everybody else seems to have gone away into their own stuff like Luke Cage.
Yeah, but
Iron Fist.
I don't know where they're going to go with it because he was on Death's Door, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. At the end of it, but the poster was he's in his old suit.
Well, in the trailer, he stood there and he's just stood there. He's battered, right?
Yeah.
And he's going about he's going around about him how he's got to you've got to fight injustice, but sometimes you've got to let the devil out, and that's how it ends, sort of thing. I mean, I still can't believe it's the guy from Stardust.
No.
Just, every time I see him, Charlie, I'm thinking, Charlie, you are an actor.
Did you see him in Boardwalk Empire?
No.
He was good in that.
Yeah, but he's in that new Hanson, the Michael Caine movie.
Yeah, the robbery one.
Hampton Vault. Whatever
yes,
it is,
Covent Garden.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah, that looks good.
Mm-hmm. Michael Caine's always good. I don't care. Yeah, even Michael Caine's just doing it for the money. I still think he's good.
Yeah, but he looks mean in it.
Oh, he's doing his Harry Brown, isn't he? Do you ever watch Harry Brown?
Yeah. No. Gambon's in it as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who else is in it?
Who's a daddy?
Oh, Ray Winston.
Yeah.
I don't like Ray Winston.
Well, you know who I was straight from that, though, didn't you? He's not even doing a betting advert in it either. And
you know why I hate Ray Winston?
Why do you hate Ray Winston?
You don't know?
Because of a certain movie that never ever happened.
That's right, that one. We'll move on. You showed me the New Mutants trailer.
Yeah.
And it's going to be released April 13th, 2019. Mm-hmm. It looks quite...
It looks too scary for me.
Again, it's the Fox, for all the faults... They've tried, haven't they? They've tried to do different things.
Well, I've heard this discussion before, and you probably go back every podcast. It's
genre.
Finding it's a genre and then putting them into it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it does actually look like an episode of American Horror Story.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be quite well. It looks like it should be quite a cheap film. I don't know what the money they spent on it.
It's one building,
and it's like a year late as well. So I don't know if that means there's been loads of reshoots and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard of any reshoots. I mean, I heard all the reshoots for Solo.
Yeah,
and they still didn't do enough.
And there's for the other Fox, Dark Phoenix one.
Yeah,
reshoots for that.
But it's another Game of Thrones.
We know
on it as well. Isn't
it?
it?
I'm looking forward to it. I think
from the trailer.
Yeah, from the trailer. And I'm not
it looks different.
Yes.
And it's not the same old rehash.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Not the same big baddie brought out again.
It's one of those things where it's going to end. After that, that's going to be it. Mm-hmm. There's going to be no Fox. Funnily enough, I said to you, didn't I?
It's like that Queen joke, isn't it? Where the Fox hat?
Yeah. Anyway, so you're looking forward to that?
Yeah.
It's a bit scary for you.
Yeah, it's a bit scary for me, but I'll force myself. I'll take a light with me, and I'll have a night light for the cinema.
I'm just trying to stick all the Marvel stuff together. So
yeah.
Have you heard about Loki and Scarlet Witch TV shows?
No, I haven't.
For the Disney streaming service.
No, I haven't heard of that. Loki, who's dead.
Well,
I mean, everything up till now we've been saying that he's been dead.
Yeah.
Not just dead, but dead this time.
I think he's dead.
Yeah.
But then again, he is coming back in Avengers 4. But that's going to be a...
Is it a memory scene or a thought scene or something like that? Or a rehab?
No, I think they go back in time and it's...
Oh, yeah.
Because he's been seen with the mouth guard when Thor takes him back. So... again, I don't want to get into speculation because I don't really want to think about Avengers 4 too much.
Till May next
because
year.
of how good I did last time at predicting.
You got to watch all the trailers and then predict what happens.
Yeah, I'll just tell you what happens in the movie. I know.
You'll just watch the movie and then rehash it. Say this is April 2018. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
But with the TV shows like Game of Thrones being like cinematic,
bigger than everything else. Walking Dead.
Yeah, you've got that. You could have Tom Hiddleston coming back to reprise his role, and that would be more in keeping with the MCU than like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or anything that's gone before. Mm-hmm. And then again, if you got Scarlet Witch as well.
Yeah, I mean, what would they be doing? I mean, this is what we're trying to think of. I mean, would Loki be doing like the those who live above? Would be when he did that bit and he's trying to get the powers from them? Would he be crossing over with the mutants again, like when he brought the fountain,
that could
or
be
when he brought the when he tried to make a new Thor out of Storm?
Yeah, you could do stuff like that, but for say Scarlet Witch, you could bring in the mutants.
Yeah,
couldn't you? And that would be a way of doing that.
That fountain, I don't know if you've ever read that one. Well, basically, he creates a fountain which turned everybody into a mutant. Right? So everybody had the powers, so the mutants were going, oh, that's fine, we'll be fine, we'll be mates. But the fact was, like, there was one who was an architect, he couldn't draw anymore. So, but yeah, it took all the magical powers from, so all people like Ender, who was magical, would die.
All right.
But so, who's the mutant that turns into an owl? But anyway, it's what happens is because he takes all the magic out of the world to turn them into mutants, but you lose your inner magic, your ability to be creative.
It kind of sounds like a precursor to the Inhumans. Slightly with the fountain or gas or whatever.
But sorry, I'm just going off course.
No, that's what we do here, isn't it? But I just think I'm just trying to find out what that owl mutant was.
It's a woman. It's a woman. She's it's like she turns it an owl as part of her magic powers. She's a mate of Loki's. Right. No, she's a mate of Logan's.
Okay.
And I think she was from the Canadian, what's called X-Force.
Right.
What was it? Not Alpha Force.
Yeah.
She was part of Alpha Force.
Okay. Oh well.
But anyway, it was people like Colossus' sister. Yeah. All those sort of people died because they had magical powers rather than normal mutant powers.
Okay.
So, and...
but that's it. You, I suppose you could do anything with him. And because he constantly goes... In the films, he constantly goes between villain to anti-hero and all that sort of stuff. It could be quite a twisty, turny series. And
timey-wimey?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it would have to be set before...
Have you seen the trailer for Doctor Who?
I have. Well, we'll get onto that if you want.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
What do you think?
That's great.
I think it looks good, doesn't it?
But I mean, we're not going through the worry as we always do about going from doctor to doctor.
No.
I actually think it's been a good thing.
Yeah, it is. I think there's a lot of hate for it because people are idiots.
Yeah.
But they just need to realise that if you've got a character who is an alien, for starters, who can change his body, full change, it's going to happen, isn't it?
Nobody can blame the mask to become Missy.
No.
And, and lots of planets have an off. In fact, every planet has an off.
Yeah.
And she's from Bradford, I think she is this side.
Sheffield.
Sheffield, is it?
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be predominantly set in Sheffield. I want more off-world stuff. But then again, if you look back at like Eccleston's reign, he didn't leave.
But look at John Pertwee's reign.
Yeah.
John Pertwee was
They were
allowed
grounded,
to leave the
wasn't
planet,
he? Yeah. And then when he did, he got killed by a spider.
I know. I dreamt of that. I that night I had a nightmare that the local, because there was an electricity thing between us and the next building, turned into like a big dragon monster, golden monster. I ran down to the building and I get caught with the spiders. And when he was getting eaten, I was trying to cut my way out and all that. I was so scared.
Yeah. Well, it was. You can look back and laugh now, but yeah, some of them are bloody brilliant.
Yeah, the Plastic Men I hated as well. Oh.
But no, she looks good. I think. I don't know if they've gone overboard with the amount of companions.
I mean, they can't. I mean, I don't know if they can. The last couple of series has always been like love.
Yeah.
In it all the time. There was, which called David Tennant with Wolf Girl, as they called her, and which called your favourite
Matt Smith was. He was my favourite. He was my son's favourite.
Son's favourite. Sorry. When the way he was chasing her, and which call it's just what they're going to do now.
Well, just do something
Messi
new.
become master again.
You know what? I think they should mess around with the master. And one of my big thoughts was bring Capaldi back as the master.
Oh Christ! Well, you can
think
pick
about
it
that.
You can look at it.
Yeah, because now you've thrown in so much different. You can have the master choose, say, the Doctor's face to just mess around with him, because you could even start an episode where
you think it's him.
Capaldi's Doctor, and you're like, brilliant, he's back, and he's not, because he's being bad. And Capaldi is a bad guy. Is great as well, because that's one of the.
That would be an episode to watch.
It would, wouldn't it? Because you'd be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Who's that? Why is the Doctor being bad? Because you had all that hinting in the first of Capaldi's series where did he push the guy out of the balloon? He looked at the camera, it looked like he did. Even Missy asks in the afterlife, said, did he push you? I couldn't see there. It's like, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Come on. But
I mean, he's always been a little bit evil.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point of
those eyebrows, isn't it? Oh, and yeah, like Sylvester McCoy and all that. He was going down a route of being quite... And they touched on it with Tennant as well in the Mars episode, which was a brilliant episode.
The Waters of Mars.
Yeah. And that was actually a book from the Seventh Doctor's, and just repurposed for that. Yeah. That was a great episode. We should just have a Doctor Who episode.
I'd love to.
When it starts.
Happy. Yeah. Name your favourite Doctor Who episode.
Oh, I could probably name a few.
Mine's is Marie Antoinette, the one set in the ship. It's just...
It's a Stephen Moffat one, again.
And it's there's only one problem, and only one thing I don't like in the whole episode.
He jumps through the...
So he jumps when he winks.
Yeah.
If he didn't wink, he just jumped through, didn't wink.
Well, that was that Doctor through and through, wasn't it? He was a cocky git.
Yeah, it just ruined it for me.
But like the fact that when he's on Mars and he's like walking away from the explosions and stuff, and he's just really, really angry, and then he saves everyone because he can save everyone, even though he's not supposed to, and then she kills herself.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. But it's kind of like you wanted that to go on a little bit longer. I wanted to see him bad.
Being a rebellious rather than just being
the hero.
The hero who always runs in to save the day.
Yeah, and that's where Stephen Moffat just did it, didn't he? Everything was, the Doctor's here to save the day. There's no plan, but he saved the day. And it does get a little bit boring after a while. And... So hopefully, new writers.
And fun enough, it's the same old big baddies that come in as well. Isn't it? It's the Daleks or the Cybermen or the Master. Do you know I'd like to come back? The female Time Lord who was
Rani.
The Rani. I'd love her to come back in.
Well, that's who they thought Missy was to begin with, wasn't it?
I'd have liked Rani to come back.
I shared a lift with the actress. I think she's dead now. Before she died. I was at the Doctor Who exhibition thing, and
I know who you mean, but it's
I can't remember her name. But yeah, it was. We went for the 50th, and it was a brilliant, brilliant day. I wanted to go back in for the second day. He's looking it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. So I've got the laptop out for a change because I usually don't know off the top of my head. That's why it's never very good. Kate Mara.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she's very small.
Is that compared with you or just in general?
Compared with me, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm not tall.
I mean, would you like some? I mean, they've always brought back some of the doctors. Would you like to see them bring back some of the assistants to come back for like a second time or something?
Well, they did bring some back, didn't they? Who did they bring back?
They brought back which got the Sarah Jane mystery.
Sarah Jane, yeah. Mm-hmm. They brought back someone in the Sarah Jane. Who was it? It was. I can't remember. She was from Pertwee's era. And she came back for an episode in... It was actually like a crossover episode in Sarah Jane Adventures where Matt Smith's Doctor is in it as well. So it was quite a good little episode because they did that a couple of times where it was the Doctor would appear in that. And I think that's where, like... Did you watch Class?
I haven't watched. I watched one of them, but I was just. I was
the first episode. You see Capaldi for like a split second, and then it's gone. But I think if you're gonna have it like like Torchwood as well.
Torchwood, I thought was superb.
It was, and like that the end of the first episode where you heard the TARDIS.
Yeah,
it was great. And then,
but I mean, Captain Jack was a bloody good character though he put in it. I mean, he was just.
Oh, there's an image of her with you see.
Well, Captain Jack didn't mind either way, did he? That was you could bring that in.
Well, you could, yeah. The guy from what's he called? Oh, my names are crap. Who's the guy who's the assistant? The older guy.
Who's from The Chase?
Yes.
Bradley Walsh.
Bradley Walsh. You see him. He's in the background.
Yeah.
You see the Doctor there, and then just behind the Doctor is a guy. You can't really make out, but he's got like a gun holster. On, and it looks like it's Captain Jack. Because like my mate was like, "Who's that? Who do you see there?" I was like, "Is it Jack?" He was like, "It looks like him." It's probably not, like, but
wishful thinking.
To see.
I mean, because to be honest, if he's got a holster, it could be General. Would you call him coming back again?
Yeah,
you know,
maybe.
From if they rematch him,
the Brigadier.
Yeah,
could be.
Because he'd one like that as well, didn't he?
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? But yeah, I didn't write anything down for Doctor Who, but we just had a nice little chat.
I know, it's just because we just seem to just... It's when I've seen something, I'm like...
Yeah.
It's time to talk about it.
I'm looking forward to it a lot.
2 weeks, isn't it? Week on Sunday?
Yeah.
Week on Sunday?
Yeah. Well, Captain Marvel trailer.
Yeah.
What did you think?
The fun bits I enjoyed were the bits we're seeing the youngified Samuel L. Jackson and Agent Coulson, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, you said this, we're going to have a whole
film with him, yeah.
It's younger.
But it doesn't. I don't think he needed it. I think he looked older in the.
Yeah, it's like the Kree Skrull thing. That's it. I mean, you also bring the Skrulls in.
Yeah.
But it looked almost like they're just trying to make the Kree almost like a Lantern Corps or something like that.
Yeah.
The way they're trying to do it.
Yeah, it's similar, isn't it? Yeah. Because she's part of the Kree, isn't she?
Yeah.
And I've been doing a bit of research, but
makes a change.
Yeah, no, it's good, isn't it? There's a bit of a rumor that Jude Law is going to be the villain in this, and that he's not Marvel, and that he might be someone else.
Oh.
Because if you see some pictures,
change.
he's with Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Because he was meant to be the big baddie.
Yeah. Right, in this, I didn't know that. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a good film, and I'm looking forward to it.
Hope so. Do
you like the whole?
I mean, the
90s?
Captain Marvel. The one thing I'm worried about is when she's upside down and they're draining her powers. Does that mean it's the whole? Is that where the dream sequence?
Are they draining her powers, or are they just taking her memories? Because it looked like there's going to be a lot of.
Because it looked as if she was firing power out.
Right, no, right, okay, yeah, that would make sense.
It's like almost using it as a battery.
Yeah. What for though?
I don't know. Power the big weapon.
The big weapon. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got all Star Wars on us.
I
know. No, it does. It looks good. I wasn't really impressed with the trailer. I actually thought it looks a little bit like Green Lantern.
Well, I got the lantern corner.
Yeah, you did,
the only thing that surprised me is it's the second trailer in about a month. It's got blockbusters in it.
What was the first?
The first one was Deadpool 2 for Sky.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember the days when
the
Logan...
It's kind of like they're working together.
I know.
But I suppose it is. It's one of the things that you can differentiate the 90s with the 2000s is when did Blockbuster die?
Yeah.
But as like I said, I listened to a podcast and someone else did the research for this, but because she falls into a Blockbuster video...
You have to bring it back the next day?
No, well, yeah, they have to bring it back the next day. It was 2 days, wasn't it?
Only on a Saturday.
Because, only on a Saturday. Because it's a Blockbuster video, it's pre-1995. Because after that, it just turned into Blockbuster because they had more.
Was that in Britain or was that in America? Well, I don't want to remember Blockbuster over here.
Well, yeah, but I remember Ritz before Blockbuster in Ulverston.
I can't say. I used to work in a video shop. That's one of my first jobs. Was working in a video shop.
Brilliant. I love the smell of video shop.
Oh.
It was great. And then we had this video shop in Ulverston when we lived there. It was it was just a shop, like videos up the walls.
Yeah,
it was nothing like Blockbuster, but it was great. And I was in that shop when it came over the news that John Candy had died.
Yeah.
I know where I was when John Candy died. We were getting a video, and I think we ended up getting Transplanes automobiles.
Oh, Christ. I was Uncle Buck or something like that.
And
pick a movie he died in.
So, but then this shop in Ulverston came, and it was called Ritz, and it was like a precursor to Blockbuster, or it was, I don't know what it was.
British version.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But it was bigger, and it was like, wow, this is cool. But then Blockbuster came to Barrow, and that was like, wow, it's huge.
And they sell popcorn and
popcorn and everything.
And you have your whole night, and you can watch everything on your 28-inch TV.
Yeah, it was so good. But yeah, she falls into that, doesn't she? And then
I was moaning at the missus the other day. I was going, I'm sick to death of this TV. Why? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's not 4K. What have you got to watch in 4K? It's actually because when I was at my course last week, I actually got an Ultra HD version of Thor Ragnarok.
Right. Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I know. So I went to put it in, got the lad's Xbox in. The original Xbox, it doesn't take them, it doesn't show them because it only puts it out at 30 Hz. I'm like, so I haven't been able to watch it. It's sat there. Me and the missus went to bed early to watch it.
We're on. I saw you the other day, and we're on the lookout for another TV.
Well, we've got the 4K in the bedroom,
but
we've got, because it's only a 43 inch, and that's the 50 inch.
Yeah,
I want to go up to 55.
I want a 60.
It's not that you need. It's the quality. It's not the quality.
I don't care. I want
the
something
65.
massive
No,
that
the 65.
I can turn everything off.
Trust me, the 65. You don't want to go to 65 unless you want to go to big bucks.
I'm not going to 65.
60 and 65 because you still got 4K of pixels over a larger screen.
Right.
You get more and better picture on the 55 and less. This is me body work coming.
You know more than me. I don't know. We probably won't get TV for a couple of years anyway.
Last year's Samsung 7000 was the one I wanted. I wanted it for a whole year. I wanted it, and
So Captain Marvel, you think it looks good?
Yeah.
Is it going to be good?
It's we get this. I mean, I'm like this. I'm slightly saturated. We had the highs of Avengers, the high of Ant-Man, but I'm just almost superheroed out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to Aquaman and just look at that, and I'm watching trailers and thinking, but you have to take the premise somewhere else. It's just, it's...
Well,
everything's going to be an anticlimax if it's just a straight superhero movie after the Avengers.
I agree. So then yeah, and I suppose this is a prequel which sets up more of the universe. You've got that, haven't you? Because you've got all the Skrulls coming in. You've got... have you heard that the Skrulls are going to be Australian?
Are they?
And then they're going to be American when they're in disguise.
Good day.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool. But I think for Captain Marvel, I'll give it a pass for being just a normal superhero movie because it is set in the 90s and it's going to be... You could have
the premise that's making the changes, the 90s and the throwback and that.
You bring in her in, and it's going to be like Ant-Man, isn't it? It's going to have something at the end where she maybe gets the beep from
Samuel
L. Jackson, yeah. So
maybe that beep was made out of his eye.
That'd be cool.
He's
going to lose his eye in this film, isn't he?
Lose his eye in this film.
Who's going to take it out? It's going to be a Skrull, but who's it going to look like? I'm hoping Coulson.
Oh, so is that why you see Coulson in the movie with hair?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Why not? Why? Because then you've got the last time. Because he says in Winter Soldier, the last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be Captain Marvel or it's going to be Coulson. Because who else is he going to trust? Can't wait. I can't wait for it. It's going to be good. You mentioned Aquaman again. I don't know what they're doing with DC. I don't get it. I'm working on a big. I don't want it to be a big video. It's going to have to be an article that I'm going to squash down into a video because it's. I don't know where they're going with it because they've rebranded as Worlds of DC.
Yeah.
We've got the Joker stuff, which we'll talk about in a minute. They've got that. You've got Aquaman that's still going. You've got Wonder Woman 84. And you've got, Birds of Prey has been moved to 2020. Mm-hmm. So that's been pushed back, or it's got a date now.
And we don't know if which call's going to be Oracle or if she's going to be Batgirl.
Yeah.
So we don't know that
yet.
Well,
that's it, innit?
Will that be the main premise? That's the big story where Batgirl gets hot, so
maybe.
It becomes the Oracle.
But DC just seemed to be... And I think the other week we were saying, I'm just hoping they get their act together and stuff. But they just seem to be throwing out just film ideas now. And
is it still to try and fill? I mean, I was watching a thing today about the Batman directors and who's been directors. I mean, you start off with Tim Burton and what he did, and then Joel Schumacher. I'm talking about the ones who've done more than one, and Christopher Nolan. And I'm just thinking, it's Tim Burton. First one, great. Second one, I thought Michelle Pfeiffer was superb in it, and I thought Dan DeVito was scary enough. It was excellent because it was scary.
He bites someone's nose.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
And saying things like, I'll give you the flipper and stuff like that.
I didn't understand that when I was a kid. I was let into the cinema to watch that, and it was a 15, and I was 8 or something. No, hang on. When is it out? Night 2? 7, for God's sake. Different time. But I'm worried because everything, it just seems to be turning into a Batman universe.
Yeah.
And I'm not being biased.
I'm agreeing with you, but it's not a Batman universe.
No, because Batman's not in it.
It's a Batman and Joker universe. It just seems to be that everything's a Joker.
I don't think Jared Leto's coming back.
Do you think that's why?
What?
Is that why they've changed the Joaquin?
Well, no, because if this is supposed to be set in the 80s and it's supposed to be standalone. That's what I mean. Yeah. It's unless they are building towards this massive universe shift where there's going to be the walls between worlds and they're going to break them down so that you have Jacqueline Phoenix, Joker coming through to meet Jared Leto.
It's have you been watching Gotham? You up to date with it?
No, I've seen a few.
I watched it and it got to the point where the bat signals without a bat signal was just, it's almost like at day one. The bats and they've all got their own patch. They're making their own patch. Penguin's got his own patch.
Well,
the Riddler's dead and all that sort of thing, which I think is brilliant. I'm really enjoying Gotham.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying anything else in the DC world at the moment.
Yeah.
The Shazam trailer made me laugh.
Shazam as well. Yeah. They've got that, which is proper comfortable in the Man of Steel universe because they've got the first image I saw of it was he's got a Time magazine with the World Engine from Man of Steel in it.
But it's also, if you watch the trailer, he's also got a Batman behind.
Yeah.
And
he wears an Aquaman t-shirt and a Wonder Woman t-shirt.
And he's also got the picture of the Superman. It says Superman, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he also says, you're the one that knows all about this Cape Crusader crap.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Yeah. I don't... Unless they pull the things out. Because of the other week, Henry Cavill was rumoured to have left. If they need to get those films out, I know they're doing a trilogy of Batman films. Unless this Joker is... Someone said this Joker could be like a secret prequel to that.
It's just.
But again, it's the time period. It's in the 80s. You could technically say that it's tied to the Tim Burton verse.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's not going to play as Jack Nicholson. Have you seen the video of it?
I think he looks good.
I'm not talking about the bit where you see him. You actually can't hear it, but the film and the guy is talking to a clown.
Oh yeah.
And you don't actually hear it because there's traffic going past and all this, but he's interacting with an actual clown, and he grabs the clown's nose and like, bangs it, and then the clown runs away, sort of thing, chasing his nose.
Well, there's another scene where he's on the tube. Oh, the tube. Sorry, I'm English. He's on the subway, and everyone's running out. And then he comes out with a mask on, and then takes the mask off, and he's got the makeup on. So obviously something's going on there. I'm jokered out. Yeah, and there's a sign as well that there's going to be Thomas Wayne in it. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be the Joker versus Batman's dad.
I like the guy who's been Thomas Wayne as well, because it's the guy who was actually in the last Andrew Garfield movie. He's the one that played his dad. He's the one that played the one from Oscorp.
Oh, the Osborn?
Yeah.
The father Osborn.
Senior. Right. He's the one that played that. That's who's playing Thomas Wayne.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, because I like the look of him, the Joker.
And he's very violent.
Yeah, like you say, yeah.
I mean, You Were Never Really Here is a superb movie. I like him in other things. I liked him in Inherent Vice. I didn't like him so much in that one, I think it was, where he was having...
the affair with his phone.
Yeah, what was his computer. But I mean, it was...
Scarlett Johansson's voice, though.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that he's a great actor, a fabulous actor. It's not him. Yes, I'd loved to have seen him 3 or 4 episodes of Joker before.
Yeah.
It's just, I've had so much Joker.
Yeah, well...
I mean,
we didn't know, did we?
We had this argument, right? The thing that makes Batman great are his enemies, right?
Yeah.
It's what makes Spider-Man great.
Yeah.
You've got so many different enemies.
Yeah.
So why are we only ever seeing one?
Well...
You don't see Penguin, you don't see Riddler,
yeah, not
you
recently.
don't see Clayface, you don't see Mr. Pig, you don't see Catwoman so much.
No.
I mean, there are more of them in Gotham, and they're better portrayed in Gotham.
There's no Batman.
Yeah. I mean, Firefly, and there's... What do you call it?
I agree. But maybe it's because of... It's the Dark Knight problem.
Because it made so much money and it was so good.
Because it made so much money, because it was good, because it interested... non-Batman fans, because it was a film that had Batman in it.
Yeah.
And you had this amazing portrayal by Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
They want to recapture that, so they're going to do it again, because they haven't really moved away from that with his style.
The gritty.
Again, it's just face makeup. I'm sure that there's supposed to be a vat of chemicals, and I know that that's the Jared Leto Joker. But
I mean, that's the thing about Marvel universe. It's in a universe, whereas DC is in Gotham.
Yeah, well, that's it.
That is the main problem.
After Man of Steel, they went Batman. Let's Batman everything up. Quite an abrupt end there to quite a good little conversation. That is the end of the podcast, unfortunately. We don't have any more recorded after that. So, sorry about that. I'm the Ultimate Movie Geek. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, WordPress, and on the worldgeeklynews.com website. And if you want to go to my YouTube channel at The Ultimate Movie Geek, you can subscribe there, where I upload all these podcasts and hopefully do some videos. As I mentioned at the beginning, we're going to be doing the 31 films in 31 days Halloween countdown, which we did last year. So there's a lot of reviews on there of classic Halloween films, and we've got 31 coming up soon. So yeah, go there. Subscribe, enjoy, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.